Hi everyone, this is Cherry Enchantress. I'm here with a triple number talk on the 555, and I've done 111, 222, 333, 444. So if you're interested in looking at those, they're also part of this series. I've taken it from the book Psychic Intelligence, Tools for Tuning into Your Powers, from the Chapter 11, Angels, Spirit Guides, and Other Helpers in High Places, and subchapter Numbers. I really like that book a lot. It has a lot of great information that I will talk about later at a later date, but I just wanted to mention the triple numbers stuff because numerology is, well, that's the focus in my head right now, is get out everything that has to do with numerology first before I get into other subject matters. So 555 I think is my favorite. I don't know why. I think when I first met my twin flame, 555 was coming up a lot right before one of our possible meetings, and so it was kind of like a hopeful symbol saying that bridge between the physical and spiritual. What we had as a spiritual connection will soon become a physical one, which is what all twins are kind of hopeful for. If you haven't had it yet, or if you've had it and you want it again, so on. So let me just read you the 555 definition. Symbolic of the center, harmony, balance. It means order, perfection, a bridge between the physical and spiritual. A major life change is imminent. It is a good time to seize new opportunities or promote your business. You will notice a freeing up of your energies. Well, that part sounds good too. So 555. It also kind of makes me think of, well, a couple things. It makes me think of like the death card in a way, because the going from one situation and leaving that behind and being in a new, better situation kind of thing. And it also makes me think of angels and demons for some reason. I don't know, this balance between the physical and the material, because the demons to me kind of represent being tied to material things, material constraints, and the angels are the lofty and air, spiritual. And I don't believe that you should have too much of one or the other. Like, most of us have more of the material because that's the way we live in our 3D lives. But at the same time, I don't believe you should also be purely spiritual, but there are plenty of people who are, and definitely people, religious leaders and so forth. They just really, really live in the spiritual, and, that's how they connect. I think for us average folks, though, I think we need a balance of both. And so that's why I like this card, because it's kind of a balance and harmony kind of thing. So so I pulled this card popped out, and it's kind of interesting because it does kind of represent a lot of that too. Life review. Archangel Jeremiah. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. See, there's balance again. And to get into a little more detail about it, so the additional meaning is, it takes courage to look at your life. Yet, if done with compassion and a sense of humor, you'll grow and learn from a life review. Jeremiah will help you take stock of where have you been, and you'll look at what you've learned and how these lessons are valuable asset for today and tomorrow. We'll also notice life patterns that aren't serving your highest good, and we'll take steps to release those patterns. And then working with Jeremiah, this is real interesting because his purpose is to help newly crossed over souls. So he kind of deals with the dead. to review their lives. He also helps those who are still living to make life reviews. Take time soon to be alone and ask Jeremiah to help you review where you've been, what you've learned, what patterns you're ready to release, and what you're grateful for in your life. So I like that very much. It's gave me goosebumps. But any time in your life, you can do a life review. It doesn't have to be when when you're passing on to the next life. But in our lives, we do have those moments where one phase of our life is going out and a new one's beginning. So we do have our little deaths throughout our life, or we have our phoenix moments where we're rising from our ashes, reinventing ourselves, doing something new and different. So ask Jeremiah to help you through these times. And here's the book, Dan Brown, Angels and Demons, which I really enjoyed. And of course, I think they made a movie out of that too. So, hey, just for fun, watch that movie, kind of get to know the angels and the demons that you deal with every day. Another interesting thing that I learned from a friend years ago, and I don't know if I believe it or not, but I kind of like to think of it this way. He says that every person has at least 7 angels watching over them and 1 demon. Not watching over you, but kind of like being sort of the trickster, the one that messes with you, the one that sends temptations in your way and things like that. So I like that balance. To me, 7 to 1 seems like a pretty good balance. That's why we mostly do the right thing, because we have all these angels help. And a personal note, when I was really little, I had this music played for me, a lullaby from Hansel and Gretel, and it's their song they sing before they go to sleep. When at night I go to sleep, 14 angels watch to keep. So ever since I was little, I believed I had 14 angels, which means I think I have 2 demons that mess with me. So if that helps you to understand a little bit this balance between the right and the wrong, the spiritual and the material, you do need a balance for sure. But we all want to do the right thing. So that will be the first and foremost, do the right thing and think of everyone involved. And just like I said in yesterday's reading, just when you make prayer, pray for the good of everyone involved, and pray for balance, and talk to Archangel Jeremiah in a quiet place, especially if you're going through a transition phase right now. If you're going from old to new, he'll be able to help you with that. Okay, that's it for this one. 555. Faith, trust, and pixie dust.